27th birthday. Here are my 27 things of womanhood that I feel you should know, or I wish someone would have told me before. So I'm in my late half of my 20s right now. I feel like I can say that 27 is the end of your 20s. 26 really is the end of your 20s, but it's like you're still in the middle. 27 is the end, is approaching. So let's get started. I have a whole list right here, so okay, first we're gonna start off with some primer. And I've already done moisturizer and whatnot. Okay. First one, protect your peace like a luxury item. Peace is one of the most quietest flexes of luxury that you can have. And I feel like when you're in your 20s, you can strive for a lot of things. You can grow to build a lot of things and to show up in a certain way. But showing up as a peaceful person allows you to get a lot of things out in life, I'll say that. Me and my peace is something that I've been working on since my adolescence. I grew up in a very chaotic environment. So me striving for calmness, peaceness, stillness. If you're around me and you're a yeller, just know I don't feel that. I do not like yellers. Yelling is something that I like. I have to be very upset to yell. Very upset. I don't even like to yell people's name. Now we're gonna go in with, I love this palette. Some corrector. I'm gonna mix the orange in the red, but you could just use the orange. Okay, this next one is, not every woman is your sister. I feel like this is so important, and you learn it constantly throughout your 20s and probably throughout life, but throughout your 20s, this is one that you relearn. But I think this is one to keep note of, because I have 6 sisters. I have 4 older and 2 younger. And I would say I see my sister's characteristics, their individual different characteristics in a lot of different people. So I'll sometimes overlook certain things or just be okay with certain things because it's I've already experienced this with my sister, so I know sometimes people could be like X, Y, and Z. Or on the flip side, it's where it's you're moving with this person as if they're your sister, as if they're your family, as if they're your sister, and not all the time. Not every woman is your sister, especially me in this networking world. Not every woman is your sister. Okay, and then we have quiet confidence over loud validation. This one I keep talking about. People do things to rush to gain confidence, and there's nothing wrong with that, because you need a confidence booster. But when you strip all that away, a lot of people are not as confident as the things that give them the validation, whether it's people, things, items, status, what have you. A lot of people are not confident without that. So I think it would be very important, especially you in your early 20s, fail, get back up, try again, attempt, try. That builds your confidence. Knowing yourself and knowing your strengths and your weaknesses builds your confidence. Knowing how you carry yourself, the person that you are, that builds your confidence. You can find ways to be validated in those things, but until you actually build the confidence and try and attempt, fail fast, I say, that confidence will shatter if you don't get the validation that you're looking for. Okay, and then the next one we have is boundaries. This is a hot ticket item, but boundaries are not mean, they're clarity. And this is so crazy because last year I was talking a lot about like clarity, thank God for clarity, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 what have you. And I think I got a hell of a lot of clarity last year. And this year, confirmation in the clarity I got. That's what I will say I got this year. But I say boundaries allow you, it gives you clarity when someone sets a boundary with you, and it allows you to give clarity to people when you set boundaries. Don't look at them as they're mean, but also watch how you set those boundaries. That is very important that people don't talk about. We're gonna go right in with the eyebrows. The next one we have is, you don't have to heal to be happy. You can grow and live at the same time. I think in life, especially in your 20s, you're trying to get out of whatever you went through. And sometimes you have to know that living life is what's going to get you through whatever you're trying to get out of. You have to just live through it. This is something I really learned in like early years in college and getting out of high school. Certain parts of life are uncomfortable and uneasy, but you have to just live through it. And you living through it and you going through it. It's not about the time that heals. It's about you actually choosing to continue on from wherever part you trying to heal from. You just gotta live through it. This is going a lot better than the first time I tried to film this. Okay, the next one is, knowing how to rest is a skill. I used to be someone that hated taking naps. Like, I hated it. Just because I thought it was lazy. I thought it was lazy. But I would say in the last 2 years, there'll be some stuff going on, and I don't know what's going on, how to deal with it, blah, blah, blah. I take a nap, wake up, I have a solution. I have a resolution. It's solved. I don't know. I'm not the only one, but that's just something I noticed. Alrighty. If you have to shrink to kick it, to be in a space, that is not the space for you. And I'm talking about like really shrink, making yourself small, biting your tongue. That is not your space. That's all. I would hear this one all the time. And I think the life that I'm living now shows that it wasn't. Your standards are not too high. You just know yourself very well. You just know yourself better. Like, you know yourself. And I wouldn't say your standards would change. I would just say the views on whatever your individual standards are for yourself, it will become more apparent to you why you pick certain standards and why certain things don't matter as much to you. That's all I'll say about that. Now we're gonna underpaint. Back in with this. Being busy is not a flex. Being balanced is. I got in the habit, especially in my early 20s, of like, oh, I'm busy. I can't do that. I'm busy. And you can be busy. But sometimes we're not as busy as we think.
I think because we're always looking for like sun, because we're from Arizona, we think when it's gloomy, it's like, oh, I just saw a nigga in a jet ski in this swamp right here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Every version of yourself deserves grace. In our 20s, I think we're moving so much towards a better version and being better and getting better that grace is not something that we give. Grace is not something that, especially to ourselves. No way, honey. Softness is not a weakness. Depending on how you grow up and how you move, people can look at certain things as weak. And I think as you get older, you start realizing that's not the truth. That's not true, you know? Okay, this is one I want to say, especially for girls in my generation. Being high maintenance can be low drama. I feel like, especially right now, when people think of high maintenance and like that luxury life, they're thinking of a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of person, a certain type of woman. People flex in many different ways. Let me say that. Listen to me when I say this. Letting go is so much harder when you romanticize potential. This friendship was supposed to be like this. This relationship was supposed to be like this. I thought that job was going to be like this. X, Y, and Z was supposed to happen. In your 20s, the art of a pivot, the art of going with the flow, it's just you need to have goals, you need to have skills, because you'll be 35 just finding yourself. And ain't nothing wrong with that, But you need to, for me personally, I've always been a goal-oriented person, and you need to have goals. Or you just about to go with the flow with everything. Make space, make room for new blessings. Get rid of and get out of that almost energy. This almost happened. I was almost able. That's something that you will say for the rest of your life, especially in your 20s. Almost is nothing. Almost is, oh, I'm not doing that right now. Almost is, I'm not doing that right now, because you still have the time. Okay, this one is a big one. The biggest flex, the biggest glow up, it's not physical. It's emotional regularity. Let's talk about that. And I'll stay on this topic for a little bit. I'm seeing this, I've seen it all throughout my life growing up, but I'm seeing it more and more and more the last couple of years. You can grow in age. I think this is either House Labs and NARS, or NARS and Mac, one of the two. You can grow in age and not grow, mentally. And I think how you are able to regulate your emotions, how you carry yourself, your outbursts, your behaviors, the things that you do, they tell you the growth of that person, A person who's quick to hit, a person who's quick to yell, a person who's quick to, just do childlike things, or someone who's not grown on a certain level yet. And I think that, especially in your 20s, honing on to that holding on to that, your emotional regularity, holding on to your skills of how to carry yourself, how to not allow your emotions to control you, because they will. That's just what emotions gonna do. Learn. Okay, I'm about to blend this out. Say what you mean. Do not decorate it for comfort. Say what you mean. Because sometimes you just need to get it out. And notice how I said, say what you mean, and I say what you think. Because in your 20s, mastering thinking before you speak will set you apart. Think before you speak. And the reason why I say decorate is because I think we try to make ourselves palatable for people. And sometimes you will find that you're making yourself palatable for people who don't even care to sugarcoat a message to you. And you know, it's all about how you carry yourself, how you do your thing. But I think that's important to look at is like sometimes we may be going through all these jumps and these hurdles to make someone feel comfortable, or trying to communicate how we feel about things. And it's not even needed, you know? Okay. I'm gonna put on some more. Okay, next one is creativity needs discipline. Especially when I decided what I wanted to do my career in and the things that I wanted to do. I always said I want to do something that just helps me show my creativity. When you're in that creative space and you're trying to create and you're doing it at a production level base, you can get so burnt out. And you need discipline to kind of get you back in that format, in that kind of structured space, so your creativity side has a time to rest and recuperate. I'll talk about this more, but creativity needs discipline. It's not just inspiration. This is another one that's gonna help you. Romanticizing your routine and not just vacation or rest time is going to make that time so much more worth it. Not dragging your feet when you're in your routine, when you're in your day to day, is going to make the times when you're out of it seem so much fuller, so much richer. This trip I'm on right now, I worked my ass off before my birthday. Every minute of this trip, I'm living in it, I'm present in it. I don't know who this one is for, but just so you know, there is power in being unestimated. Use it. Use it. There is power in people doubting you. There is power in people looking you at less than. There is power. Use it. That's how you see me. That's how you feel about me. That's how you saw our interactions. Okay. Toodaloo. I'll never tell anyone to match anyone's energy. Always do you in every situation. This is what I learned last year. You don't have to post it for it to view. real for it to happen. What did they say? If it wasn't on IG, it didn't happen. That is not true. Trust me, there's so many things I experience that I go through, that moments that me and my man have, that me and my friends have, that I cannot bring to the internet. There's stories, there's tea I know that I cannot bring to the internet. So just because you didn't post it don't mean it didn't happen. It just wasn't for everyone to know. Okay, now this one, I'm still kind of going through it. I'll be honest with y'all. Friendship breakups can be more hurtful than real breakups. But something you have to remember is that this is my advice. When you fall out with someone, you don't need to run their name. You don't need to go around talking shit about them. You don't need to fight when you fall out with a friend. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't need to fight when you fall out with a friend. It's not there anymore. You don't want it there anymore. They don't want it there anymore. It's okay. It's fine. Just let it be. It doesn't have to be extra. Especially as a woman in your 20s, you're gonna gain and lose so many friends that everything that you can make simple should be simple. And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. It's gonna feel weird. You're gonna look back at old photos, old memories, old situations, and it's gonna hurt. But it's just, it comes with it. It's the price of coffee. But don't ever be that vindictive, weird person to start talking shit about someone you fall out with. Don't ever run your people's business to outside people, because those people are always going to look at you. If you're able to do this with your day one, what are you going to do to me? Okay? Okay, this one, I had to learn with my business, because I was trying to be like such a perfectionist. Do it before you feel ready. Because if you feel ready, you're probably too late. Do it before you feel ready. Confidence, like I was saying earlier, confidence is built through action. And if I don't fail a couple times, if I don't try something, if I don't know, think about when you were younger, you had to write your A's, you had to trace them. You gotta try. You gotta try. And waiting until you're ready, you'll never know if you're ready. These last ones are really the kicker. This one right here says, watch how people talk about others. You are not the exception. When I tell you, just because they haven't done it to you, don't mean they won't. It's just not your time yet, babes. It's just not your time yet. You ever work somewhere and they're just complaining about somebody? As soon as they get that person out of there, you're the next person they're complaining about. In your 20s, watch how people talk about others. You are not the exception, okay? Having taste is different than having identity. Develop both. There's no disputing for me who I am, who I show up as. I've been doing me since I've been doing me. I'm not doing like nobody else. I'm not posting like nobody else. I'm not speaking like nobody else. If anything, I've taught people. I'm doing me. I'm doing Katie Niblett. I'm doing Kitana Marie. Know your identity. Continue to build your identity. Develop and build your taste. But know what's you. Making your life your favorite place is the most important thing you can do. Your favorite time, whatever you're doing in your life, whatever's going on, make that your favorite. Because that's where your skin's gonna be in. That's where you're gonna be at the most. Make that your favorite. I think we have like 2 left. So this has been going well. So life is cute. Soft life is cute. It's nice. It's fun. But a secure life, sexy. Secure life is growth. Secure life is quiet confidence. Last one. You're not behind. You're not moving slow. You just have a different blueprint. That's for all of us. What works for you will work for you. What works for me will work for me. Try your best to not see competition. There's no competition. So these are my 27 things for my 27th birthday. What I want to say is, don't look for what anybody else is doing. Lock in, stay focused, let them do them, and you do you.